How's it going, everyone? Today I wanted to talk about joy. And in wanting to talk about joy, I ended up completely and utterly frustrated. And so I think that's what I actually need to talk about is my frustration today. And, the mistake I made that cost me joy wasn't failure, it wasn't burnout, and it wasn't this like cataclysmic event. It was staying too long in things that were no longer serving me. And so I kept chasing the next thing and the next thing, hoping like joy and happiness would just show up when I got there, right? And in a lot of ways it did, especially in the beginning, starting something new is exciting, it's joyful, it's new, it's fresh and like yummy. And basically until it wasn't. Jackson, for example, was such a cool life. I rode a gondola up a ski mountain to work every day. And same in the summer, and I worked with all my best friends. And I got to ski in the winters. I got to hike in the summers. I was in this gorgeous, beautiful place. And I thought, this is it. This is it. Like I've built my like dream life, right? And then it was joyful and happy until it wasn't. And then when it wasn't, it's like days, weeks, months, years going by, and I lost the joy. I remember riding the gondola to work most days and feeling like, why don't like this isn't cool anymore. I don't feel joyful to ride a gondola to work anymore. I'm more frustrated that I'm riding a gondola to work than happy. And so I would chase the next thing, I'm like, okay, well, scuba diving makes me happy, so I'm going to chase scuba diving. So I enter into yachting and I'm scuba diving in beautiful places with like this crystal clear, beautiful blue water. And at first, it was exciting. It was joyful. It was an incredible experience, again, until it wasn't. And I felt myself again asking, like, where's the joy in this? Where is the happiness? Why am I not happy? So I chase the next thing and chase the next thing, and I'm like chasing joy essentially. And there wasn't a moment where I ever like fell apart. There wasn't a failure. Like I said, I was functional, I was capable, I was doing what I said I wanted to do. And because of that, it was really hard to admit that something was missing. Through all these big leaps of faith I took, it was great, it was beautiful. I appreciated it. I was grateful for the experience. I was grateful for that life I was building. And then I was miserable again. So again, it was hard to admit that something was missing from my life. And I just, as time went on and jobs changed, relationships changed, again, from the outside, it looked like I was living this gorgeous life. Um, I was still ch how do I say this? I feel like I was still chasing the joy and not finding it. And that's part of why this year is just the year of no plans, because I feel like chasing the joy for me is what's pulling the joy out of it, if that makes any sense. Um, I'm really trying to find joy in everyday moments. Today I went for a hike. Got to see the water, got to, see this like partial volcano that happened that's dormant near the water here in Kona, and I saw some goats in the distance. I I got to create some more with my friend today, and I'm really finding the joy in those moments and just the peace in all of it. Um, and I just want to keep trusting myself and keep moving forward and and not chasing, but just allowing things to fall into place or come to me as they're meant to, and finding joy in that. Meeting a new friend, experiencing a new place, having a new opportunity arise, and just in all the moments in between, feeling the joy of just the ride, the meander, the road, the journey to get there. And I know I started with frustration. Even now, for these videos, I feel this pressure to really have like a story and, this beginning and middle and end, and like this happened, and then there was this big cataclysmic event, and then this happened, and now I'm this whole new person. And I don't have that story right now. I still am in the middle of it, right? I'm still on the adventure in the middle of the journey. And so there is no specific event that was like, okay, this isn't for me. It was like this slow burn, this like slow leak, all these years, all these decades that I've just been trying to figure out where I'm going. And again, it all comes back to just trusting the moment, trusting that this is right, and honoring the rest. I know I spoke about this in another episode, but just instead of feeling like right now I need to be chasing something, I need to be earning my rest days. And I keep, I'm reprogramming that part of me that's like, no, just rest, just take the rest, all you need, whatever you need, just do it. Whatever your body is asking for, give it to it. And so that's where I landed today, is just honoring what each day is trying to teach me. I don't have this polished answer yet on how to get joy in your life and how to um, not be frustrated. And, all I know is that if joy keeps getting postponed, something needs to change. And this year I'm finally listening to that. So thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.